The Adam Gravitz Sports Show. Adam Gravitz Sports Show.
What's happening, party people? Welcome to the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. This is Jack. Say hello, Adam.
What's going on, everyone? Nice weather today. Like, really good.
It wasn't bad. It warmed up pretty nicely.
It's like high 50s, mid 50s weather. I can live with this.
Yeah.
And sun. Like, I can live with this perfectly.
It's a return to spring.
Like early
spring.
I'll take it. So I got out of work early today, so that was even better.
There you go. Are you working tomorrow, being Wednesday?
No, absolutely not.
Do you have off Wednesday?
I took we have off. I took off.
Oh, and you took off Friday.
And of course I took off Friday. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
No, I was shocked more people didn't take off, to be honest with you. Like, when I looked at the leave calendar, I'm like, only 8 people took off? What is wrong with you idiots?
Maybe they figured all the other idiots would be gone, so you guys, they'd have nothing to do.
I get it, you're at home, you have nothing to do, but it's like, just take the day off so you don't have to worry. Like, what are you saving it for? Like, okay, vacation, fine, but like, I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. I think you should, like, you got the chance to take off, just take it off. It's like, it's like the most pointless week in work. I'm sorry, it really is.
It's like the Christmas to New Year's time is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's just like, I get it. Like, I never will work these days if I can. I'm just not going to work them if I have the time. So I'm just going to take the day off, and that's it. So.
Well, that's smart.
But it's my favorite holiday of the year. This to me is the no-brainer number one. I've had this conversation with people. People are like, Christmas.
No.
The reason why I did not put Christmas up there is because there's religious stuff going on with Christmas. Thanksgiving has nothing to do with religion.
Yep.
And so to me, that gives it like the number one by a long shot.
Yeah,
like, there's
food,
nothing,
football, no work. I don't see how you could do better.
You can't beat it. Like, I'm just serious. You cannot beat Thanksgiving. Sorry, like, you just can't.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, it's just nonstop food, leftovers, like, just everything. Like, it rules. So, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Yeah, it's my favorite season. Is my favorite holiday as well. It's also the kickoff to like the formal holiday season. So kind of everyone's in the mood of not doing anything for the next 4 or 5 weeks.
This year's going to be a smaller Thanksgiving though for me, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I got my sister's not going to be there. She's going to, it's every year they rotate. So no sister won't be there. My brother-in-law won't be there. My nephew won't be there. My brother-in-law's family won't be there. And then, family friend and her husband got COVID, so they may not be coming. So it's just.
So your sister, they alternate, your family and, her husband's family every other year. That's the thing they've worked out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Interesting.
But I will still get to see Max because they're coming like in the morning. So we're doing brunch beforehand.
Oh, the often ignored Thanksgiving brunch.
No, I'm not like, it's not brunch. It's just like a bagel. A bagel at like 10 in the morning. It's not like it's not like I'm not going to eat like a ton of food beforehand.
Yeah.
You know?
I got you.
No, I get to see. Hang out. I'll get to hang out with him for like an hour or two before everything.
I see. That makes sense.
Unfortunately, like the person who's not coming, they always make the mac and cheese, which is my favorite side dish.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wait a second, where can I get mac? Like, I need my mac and cheese. I'm not just going to eat like whatever. So I went to the Honey Baked Ham Company.
Right. Good choice.
Which is about 2 miles away from me, and I ended up buying 2 packages of the mac and cheese because I called them and I was like, oh, how much? Like, how
Mm-hmm. How many pounds of mac and cheese is it?
Guess how many pounds the mac and cheese is? It's 2 pounds a package.
So you got 4 pounds of mac and cheese. That's good.
4 pounds of mac and cheese. My mom was like, just defrost it tomorrow morning and just leave in the thing, and then just bring both packages over, and then you'll just get all the leftover mac and cheese. I'm like, perfect for me. I don't care. That works for me.
How are you going to heat it up?
Well, my mom's going to put it in the oven.
Okay.
No, I'm going to defrost it Wednesday in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then bring it over on Thursday.
Well, that's nice. That's generous of you to bring the mac and cheese.
I mean, yeah, it was. It was very crowded. By the way, for like Thursday at like 11 o'clock, it was super crowded.
Tuesday?
Today. I went to pick
Tuesday.
up the mac. Yeah, today's Tuesday.
You said Thursday.
No, I said for Tuesday at 11 o'clock.
You said Thursday.
Nah, that's bullshit.
I'll go review the tape.
What?
I'll go review the tape.
Fine. I went to go pick up again. I went to the thing and it was like super crowded.
Yeah, well, people are getting ready for Thanksgiving.
I was like, that many people off of work already at that point?
No, they just started. They're like, they're going to bail out because he said it's like lunch break, leave work early, get some stuff. Makes sense.
No, that's valid. But yeah, it was super crowded there. I was hoping to actually get like lunch there too, but unfortunately they weren't doing like they weren't doing like lunch until after Thanksgiving, which makes sense. Obviously.
Yeah, they're too busy. I get it.
Yeah, they're super busy. But yeah, no, I got the mac and cheese for the week. I got the mac and cheese for Thursday, so I'm happy about that for myself. But yeah, I mean, it's our normal stuff that like we normally get. I mean, it's just. I mean, I say it every year. The most overrated part of Thanksgiving is the turkey. It's just turkey's not that good. Like it's just not.
I enjoy a good juicy turkey, though. I think a lot of people do turkey poorly.
You enjoy turkey so much that you never eat turkey besides on Thanksgiving.
I eat deli turkey.
Yeah, but you're not eating. So is this considered deli turkey?
No, deli turkey is like thinly sliced, like in a sandwich.
You're not eating, like Thanksgiving type turkey ever, like outside of.
Because I'm not going out and spending 6 hours cooking a turkey in my oven.
I would rather do like steaks or like ham. I really would.
Okay, well, cooking a steak is like 6 minutes on a hot iron, whereas cooking a turkey is like a commitment.
Which we did one year. I think we had that like in addition to turkey.
That's nice.
I just don't love turkey. I'm sorry.
I think turkey is a cooking thing, is a commitment, but no, I enjoy it. I like having the nice.
Turkey's it's also dry. All this. Well,
if you properly cook it, it's juicy.
You know what I would love to do, which my parents will never do because they're very traditionalist.
Fry it?
Yeah, like a deep fried turkey.
Mm-hmm. No, our oven baked turkey, we end up with a nice juicy turkey that's flavorful and well done.
I'm not saying it's bad. Like it's fine, and like I'm not saying I won't eat it. I'm just saying I think it's overrated. That's all. I just think turkey's not like it's the worst. It's one of the worst parts food wise of the holiday.
Okay, so what's your number one seed the mac and cheese?
Oh yeah, for me it's mac and cheese. Then I get this. Then then my stuffing. Then maybe a little like I think my mom makes like a spinach souffle type thing, which I'll have.
What kind of stuff does your mom stuff in her stuffing in the turkey?
I have no idea. I don't know all the.
What comes out of it?
I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs. You're asking like I don't know. No, I mean obviously my plate will have like I get and then I put some turkey on it. And then I'm sure we'll have rolls.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I'll be I'm just. I don't know.
So what are your top 3 sides and what's your number 1 dessert?
I mean, it's all the starches. It's mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and stuffing.
Yeah, and what's your favorite dessert?
I don't want to get all like I know everyone likes green bean casserole.
No,
I'm good with that. There was at the Honey Baked Ham Company, they had like a cheesy baked potato, like a cheesy potato thing. Which
that's always nice.
It was a broccoli thing that I was considering getting too, but
yeah,
I stuck with I just stuck with the mac and cheese. But I mean I'm pretty simple, so those are my
what's your favorite dessert?
I mean, my parents aren't big in desserts. Like I'll have like burger cookies. Okay. I would rather have like a pie.
Yeah.
My parents, they're not big into the dessert.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, they're not dessert people. I know. I even asked, I was like, they have like a chocolate cake. Do you want me to get that? And they're like, no. I was like, all right, fine.
You could have just gotten it anyway.
Probably should have, but whatever. I didn't.
All right.
Yeah, they're not big turkey people. They're not big dessert people.
We have a box of like black and white cookies.
Yeah, I mean, that's what burger cookies are.
And then we have I know we have at least one pumpkin pie, and I think another one is on the way. And then Alicia just made 2 apple pies. And then
really good.
And then I'm thinking about like what my favorite sides are. I know. So I think my top. A while back, I remember Steve called in and said Drunken Apples was a really good choice. I kind of still subscribe to that. I really like Drunken Apples.
I've never heard anybody eating Drunken Apples
but they're fantastic. I do love mac and cheese. That's right up there. And
mac and cheese is like, I mean, I don't know how you like. I know it's not like the most original. Like not everyone likes mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. I will never turn down mac and cheese.
Yeah, and then I think
I don't care what kind of mac and cheese it is. It's like,
I was thinking that like I do like a good mashed potato, but I feel like that's really like requires like a good gravy to go with it.
Well, of course. I mean, look, this is starch heaven. That's what this weekend.
It's fantastic. What else is good? Yeah.
Whatever.
Trying to think else is something that maybe some of you had mentioned that I would like.
I'm not like I don't like I'm not a corn fan, so I don't do like the whole creamed corn or corn souffle shit.
Well, sometimes I would like grilled corn, and that's kind of fun. They have like corn on the cob.
Like I said, I'm doing spinach souffle, so that's like that'll be my vegetable. All of that.
That's fair. Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm never not excited about Thanksgiving. Like, you're not gonna like.
Oh.
Like I said, you're not gonna get me to be have anything negative to say about Thanksgiving.
No, it's great, and I was like getting I get presents on Thanksgiving, which is always nice. And
it's Thanksgiving, I know.
And then it's always fun. And then
is your birthday on Thanksgiving or is
it's
it
on
like
Friday? It's on Friday.
Yeah, that's true. You do get,
which is actually nice because then I can just chill out and not do anything.
Which is what I'll be doing on Friday as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then we got football and all that fun stuff. I mean, we had the college football playoff rankings come out. FSU 16 makes sense.
That's good for you guys. I remember you're so down on your team, and now here you are. You guys are.
No, I wasn't down on my team. What was frustrating was like the way the schedule was set up. They gave us our 3 hardest games like back to back to back. You don't usually see that
unless you're Maryland.
I guess. But my point is, like, we had to play all 3 of them like in a row.
Yeah.
And also, it was like at the time when we had like major injuries to like our defensive front, where it's like, oh, our best run stuffing tackle was out against 3 teams that like to run the ball. Like, I think he would have. I'm not saying we would have won all 3, but like I think it would have helped. And we have some other. Like, I still contend right now that like if you were re-ranking the teams, like take away the losses and all that stuff, like just how they're playing, Florida State would be a top 10 team. Like, and I know I'm being biased, but I really think that. Like, I don't think I can name 10 teams playing better than Florida State right now. And yeah, we're 16. We have our big rivalry game against Florida. We're 9.5-point favorites. Like, Florida State should win this game. I'm sorry. Like, it's senior night. It's in Tallahassee. It's at night. Like, it's going to be an electric atmosphere. I think Florida State should win this game. And, like, apparently their quarterback, from Florida had some comments being like, when we win this game, it'll propel us. It's like, awesome. Okay, cool. Give us the bulletin board material. That's a smart move. Yeah, so I think we're going to win this game. And I'm very excited for it. So, yeah, I'm pumped. Very pumped for the game. But, yeah, we're 16th. I mean, the top 4 is unchanged. My nightmare is that Clemson makes the playoff, but it's actually a somewhat realistic possibility. Like, if TCU and USC lose, Clemson can make the playoff. And, like, Clemson doesn't deserve to make the playoff.
No.
So, I'm not rooting for that at all. So, like, if that means I have to root for USC and TCU, so be it. As long as Clemson doesn't make it, I'll be fine. But, yeah, I mean, obviously the big game is Ohio State, Michigan. I think, personally, Michigan's banged up. I think Ohio State wins this game by like 10 points at least. I don't think Michigan is. I don't think Michigan's not healthy.
Yeah.
So I think Ohio State Ohio State can throw the ball. Michigan's not a really great passing team. So I'll take Ohio State to win that game for sure.
Yeah. I don't foresee. I think that sounds right.
You still have the weirdo that like LSU could, I guess, make it if they beat Georgia. I don't think they're beating Georgia. And unfortunately, like, Tennessee's out of it now because they got blown out by South Carolina and they lost their quarterback for the season with a torn ACL, which is just double whammy. But yeah, that'll be fun. And then we're going to and then you invited me graciously to the Maryland Rutgers game, and I told you I would go if you were able to get sweet tickets and you came through. I know maybe that makes me a bit of a diva, but like I'm sorry, like I wasn't trying to miss the Ohio State. Like it's got to be to go. It's gonna have to be like a bit of a above and beyond, and you came through, so I appreciate that. So I will be a
well, I'm curious what celebrities will be there this week.
That day too, because it's gonna be so much free food and free drinks.
Yeah, I'm curious what celebrities will be in the suite. But
yeah, I'm just curious. Listen, I don't care about celebrities. I'm just curious what the menu is gonna look like.
I mean, I told you it's gonna have it's gonna have probably some thinly sliced meats and cheeses. You'll have pizza. Popcorn, wings.
Yeah, everyone else can be watching. You know what's funny? Everyone else can watch the game. I'll just be like eating. I'll just be eating.
We'll have the back TV set up to the Michigan Ohio State game.
Yeah, so then it works out perfectly. I can watch both games. So, but yeah, no, I'm excited. Yeah, this is rivalry weekend, and we got NFL. Obviously, we got our 3 games on Thursday, so we should I guess get started with our picks, right?
I guess we can talk about those games. These are 3 good games.
Uh,
3 good
bad.
games. Fantastic games.
Well, look, I mean, usually Detroit is like the dog, and it's like, oh god, I gotta watch Detroit. But like Detroit's won 3 in a row.
They're fun to watch. They're fun to watch.
Well, I guess we'll start. Yeah, we'll start with the games. So let's go. We'll start
right.
obviously with
The 12:30 game on Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Buffalo's playing Detroit. Buffalo's 9.5-point favorites. Buffalo's not been playing their best.
Right, they haven't, and I'll give them a break for this past week because they didn't really get to practice because of the whole,
With the blizzard.
Well, but now they're back in their like rhythm-ish type stuff where they're like they've been able to practice. They stayed in Detroit. It all worked out. Like, Josh Allen has not been playing well. I don't think it's arguable. I don't think it's really that's not wrong
Mm-hmm.
to say. But like Buffalo should handle Detroit. Detroit's defense is still not good, and their number 1 corner is out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good sign when you're playing against Stephon Diggs. So I think Buffalo gets right and wins this game. I think they'll cover the spread. I think this is like if I was putting a score on it,
Mm-hmm.
like a 31-13 type thing.
Interesting.
It's not that I don't believe in Detroit. I just don't see how they're going to win.
I think it's more like 38-27.
You got them scoring that many points against Buffalo's defense. All right, that's
Yes.
fair. Okay. I mean, Buffalo has a bit of a banged up defense. All right, that's fine. But we both think Buffalo's going to win.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I can live with that.
All right. The 4:30 game, just as you're cutting into your turkey and scooping up scoops of mashed potatoes and mac and cheese.
So much turkey, but go ahead.
Okay. New York is at Dallas. Dallas is 9.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I think this is a fair number because I don't think the Giants are good. I know their record says they're 7-3.
7-3.
I don't believe it. They just got blown out by Detroit. It wasn't even like really
Mhm.
close.
Nope.
Like got a ton of injuries. They're banged up.
Giants are back to earth.
Yeah, I think they are, and I think Dallas is like peaking after obviously that win against Minnesota was pretty incredible domination. Yeah, I actually think this is another one that's going to be another cover by the home team. Oh no, well not. Actually, the first one was the cover by the home team. But I think this one's going to be a cover. I think Dallas routs them. I do. I don't think the Giants are good enough to compete with Dallas.
No.
So I think this is a Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott run the ball a bazillion times and just gash the fuck. I mean, the Giants just lost their number 1 receiving option. Wan'Dale Robinson tore his ACL.
You did.
They're literally down to like what? Darius Slayton and Saquon and like what else?
Not looking great.
All right, the Giants. It's a nice story, and like I think they already hit their number in terms of like over under wins. But like, they are what they are. They're not a good team. Their roster sucks. It's incredible what Dayball's done, but their roster stinks. Like they're just not good enough to compete with Dallas. Dallas is going to roll this game.
There you go. That's the spirit. And
But
the
the
Patriots are at Minnesota. Minnesota's 2.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely rooting for Minnesota. I mean, that was an embarrassing performance against Dallas. You have to think they're going to show up better.
Yeah.
On Thursday. New England's a feisty little team, but like I don't know. I don't like their offense. Obviously, I don't think it's like a good offense at all.
Yeah.
You're
saying their 3 points of offense last week is not great.
No, but also again in their defense, like the Jets are a very, very good defense as well.
Okay.
No, I will take. I think Minnesota. I think Minnesota bounces back and wins this game.
Yeah, I agree.
I do. I think they bounce back and win.
Okay. Very good. Now moving to Sunday at 1:00. Epic matchup. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing the Cleveland Browns. Is Watson playing this week?
No, he still has 2 more weeks, I think, off.
Okay.
He has 2 more that he has to miss, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Week 13, I think he can come back.
Oh, man. Exciting. Tampa's 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I think Tampa
I
wins
think
this
they
game.
win and cover that.
I'll be quick and easy with it. Since Cleveland stinks, like their defense is terrible. They're too talented to be this bad, but their defensive coordinator, whoever it is, probably needs to lose his job after this year. Tampa's getting is getting better. They had the bye week. I think they win this game.
There you go.
I think they're getting healthier. I think they win.
I'm with you on that one.
Even though it's in Cleveland, it'll be colder and all that stuff. I still think Tampa.
This is a tricky game here. The Bengals are 1.5-point favorites against Tennessee.
It's a weird thing. Tennessee's always disrespected, and I understand because they're not sexy. They're not fun to watch. Like they just run the ball 300 times.
Yeah.
Like whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I guess the favorite is because I guess they think Jamar Chase might be coming back. I don't know. Like, we don't know the status of Joe Mixon yet.
Mm-mm.
Like, is he going to be out with a concussion? Who knows? I'm going to buck the trend. I'll say Tennessee keeps it. I say Tennessee wins. I'll say Tennessee wins this game. I know it's weird,
I can definitely see Cincinnati losing. I'll go with you on that one.
I mean, it's on the road. Like, I think Tennessee, they'll just run the ball, and I don't.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's defense is good, but it's like Derrick Henry's a tank, especially in like the November, December time. So
Yeah, it's time to shine.
I'll take the minor upset with Tennessee.
There you go. Okay, this is your game of the week. The Houston Texans going to Miami. Miami's 13-point favorites, and they will win and cover.
I mean, if Miami doesn't win this game, we got a problem. And I'm not trying to disrespect Houston, but like, I mean, Tyreek and Jalen should have they should be able to just run circles around him. And plus, like Mostert and Wilson, like this is the worst run defense I think in the NFL. And Mostert and Wilson have just been killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't Miami win this game? I know that like Houston fights and all that stuff, and like they've got some some nice young guys on offense, but like there's no way there's no reason that Houston should be able to be in this game.
Yep,
right? Am I missing something?
No, you're not.
You should roll but this and they need this because their next few games are going to be difficult, so they need to get this win. And it's at home, and they're very good at home. And then they've lost one at home, and that was to Minnesota when they had to play Skylar Thompson. So
there you go, Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, right. But so I think
yeah. All right. Unclear who the quarterback for Chicago will be. Justin Fields having a dislocated shoulder.
Probably going to still be Fields.
But they are at the Jets. Jets are favored by 4.5 points. I don't know if they'll score that many.
Zach Wilson is really bad at football. Like, and then for him to like after they asked like, do you think that you were do you think the offense, whatever, like, do you take any responsibility? He's like, no.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, that's just a bad look. He's not a good quarterback. He's not the guy. Like, they're going to have to get a new guy in like a year or something. He's just not. And it sucks because they have such a good defense. And like they should just be better than they are. I think they're going to beat the I mean, I would like them to lose because it would help the Dolphins. But I think with a banged up Fields, like I don't know how much they're going to run him. I'll take the Jets.
Yeah.
I think they'll do just enough to win.
I don't like it, but we'll do it.
It's an ugly game. I think it could be an ugly game, but I think they'll do just enough to win.
There you go. Okay. And Washington will be hosting the Atlanta Falcons. Washington's 4-point favorites.
Yeah, I mean Washington's playing good football. I mean, don't look now; they're 6-5. Like they're playing good. Their schedule's not hard. It's not hard.
No.
Like I don't think Atlanta's good. I don't. I mean, you can think they're good. They're not. They just lost. Kyle Pitts is out.
Yeah.
So you're down like Drake London and like Cordero Patterson. It's at home. Like I think Washington wins this.
You're Washington at 7-5.
I mean, they're gonna win this game.
Oh
I think Washington wins this game. Why not? I mean,
what is happening? All right. Denver Broncos are visiting the Sam Darnold-led Carolina Panthers. Denver's 2.5-point favorites. Don't watch this game if you enjoy football.
Nathaniel Hackett should be fired. I mean, this guy is so bad. He is such a one-year coach. This guy's got no shot to survive after this. They're just terrible. But the Panthers with Sam Darnold now, no, thank you. Denver in like a 13-10 type game or something.
Yep, that covers the 2.5-point spread. Great.
It's a dog shit game.
Okay. Baltimore is at Jacksonville. Baltimore's only a 4-point favorite.
I mean, Jacksonville's feisty. They play hard. They're a different team at home. Just coming off a bye. Like Baltimore struggled last week with Carolina. They didn't look good.
Yeah.
So I could see this being closer than people think. That's why the spread's so low. But I feel like Baltimore will do just enough, and like Lawrence will make like one stupid ass mistake in the fourth.
Of course he will.
Baltimore will win the game.
I would agree. I feel like something like 17-13.
I was gonna say something more like along the lines of like 24-16, but okay.
Basically the same thing.
Sure.
You'll get that 24 and a pick six to end the game.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. The Chargers are at the Cardinals. Chargers are 4.5-point favorites.
I mean, the Chargers are getting healthier, though Mike Williams re-aggravated his high ankle sprain, it's not great.
Looked like Colt McCoy got pretty banged up. Is Kyler Murray coming back this week?
I have no idea. I've not heard. I mean, the Cardinals are so bad. They're just terrible. I mean, Cliff Kingsbury is just he's not the guy. I don't care what people say. Like I know people, he's not the coach. He's not the right coach there. I mean, I think the Chargers are kind of like an overrated team. I think people like just suck the Chargers' dick all the time because it's like, oh, we have all this talent, and yet they just don't
put it all together.
But the Chargers will beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals aren't good. There's no reason to think the Cardinals are going to win this game.
Fair. All right. The Raiders are at Seattle. Seattle's 3.5-point favorites. Raiders look.
Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm taking Seattle. I'm not betting the Raiders just because they won against the Broncos. That's just like it's like I don't even know how to describe how awful that game was. Like, I know you have Devontae Adams and all that fun stuff, but no, like Josh McDaniels sucks. Also, like
Gay stinks.
No, I'm taking Seattle. Like, and I mean, Seattle's not amazing or anything, but I'll still take Seattle to win this game.
Okay, same. All right, the atrocious Rams who just cut Darrell Henderson.
I don't know what that's about, but okay.
All right, the Chiefs. Chiefs are 14.5-point favorites.
And they'll cover the spread and won't even be. It won't. This is going to be. I mean, I don't. Stafford's not playing. They can say what they want. This is. By the way, don't you find it not hilarious? But like, everyone went off on Tua. Like, oh, Tua got concussion. This is the Matthew Stafford second in 2 weeks, correct?
Yeah.
You hear the same like consternation and going crazy on Matt Stafford?
No, but he also didn't have like a weird reaction on the field.
The hand thing, but like this is 2 in a row.
Yeah.
You don't hear all the talking heads going crazy, do you?
No.
Just saying. You don't. They're gonna get their ass kicked. They've completely given up on the season. It's done.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like this is name your score if you're Kansas City.
There you go. All right. The Saints are at the 49ers. 49ers are 9-point favorites.
And again, I think this is the Niners' route.
Yeah, I don't. They look really, really good.
What have the Saints shown that they're like going to compete with the Niners? The Niners are like just peaking at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. The Niners are really good. They're hard to cover. They got so many weapons. I'll take the Niners.
There you go.
Also, Dennis Allen's a moron. Like if Jameis Winston's healthy, what are we doing playing Andy Dalton? That just makes no sense.
No
so
sense.
stupid.
Super dumb. All right, Sunday night, the Packers are at Philly. Philly are 7-point favorites.
I mean, Philly has not looked good the last 2 weeks.
No.
And Green Bay's playing a little better. Like they're feisty-ish. I'll take the Eagles to win, but Packers to cover. I think the Eagles are they're struggling. So I think they'll win this game, but they're struggling. I'll say that.
Okay, and giant Monday night matchup. The Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are 2.5-point favorites.
A tough one though. Like, by the way, I wonder why the Colts. Like, I wonder if the Colts regret playing Sam Ellinger like those 2 games. That was
right?
So stupid. Like, I'm not saying Matt Ryan's any good, but like Sam Ellinger was so bad.
So bad.
What did they see in him? I have
He didn't give you a shot.
No shot. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. Like, this is not a great game by any stretch. I mean, Pittsburgh's
stinks.
Yeah, they stink, and like Indianapolis stinks.
Just don't watch it. Just don't bet it. It's over.
Yeah, I mean, I've got players in fantasy for this.
I think
game.
the Colts end up winning. I think they're the better team.
Some ugly dog shit game will win this.
Yeah,
I think this game. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Colts win this.
There you go, and that's picks.
Those are picks.
We did it. All right. Well, I think
you know what else? You know what else is coming out like tomorrow?
What's that?
Maryland is approved online sports betting.
All right, there you go.
If you live in Maryland, you should know if you're going on your social media where all you get is just like ads of like.
Well, through you and me.
Yeah, I mean, you just get the same ads. Like and they're a little misleading. It's like $5 to win 200. It's not 200 actual dollars. It's 200 in bets.
Right. You get the money to bet on things.
Cash out that 200. You have to like bet that 200.
Yeah. Well, I think so. From what I researched, the best value of that deal is the MGM one because you get $200 in bet money.
Bet money, right?
I believe Caesars gives you $100 if you start with 20 of your own dollars.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Look, I'm probably not gonna take advantage of any of them. I already have a one of them downloaded on my phone, so we'll see.
Well, what's nice though is Yeah, it's whatever. It's
I'm
fine.
not saying I'm gonna like just. I mean, people probably thought like, oh, Adam, you're just gonna start betting as soon as it gets approved. No, I mean, I'm gonna like. It's nice to have now if I want to.
Yeah.
Like if my friend's like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing. Like you should tail me. I'll be like, all right, cool. I'll throw a little money on,
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be like crazy. It's just nice to know that like I don't have to just go to Virginia to do anything if I go to
Yeah.
Now I can stick to Maryland, and I already have it downloaded on Barstool, so I'll probably stick with that one because I'm loyal to Barstool.
There you are. Of course you are. All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. For Adam, this is Jack. This has been the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. Have a great night.
The Adam Gravitz Sports Show.